welcome to today's hands-free yoga practice. We will be doing mostly standing poses today with a couple of seated poses at the end and then Shavasana. So this is good if you have problems with your wrist and downward facing dog or plank or things of that nature are not good for you. Or if you just simply want to have a yoga practice where you're focusing on standing poses and leg strength. All right, so let's get started. So we'll begin standing at the top of our mats and just slowly begin to roll the shoulders up, back and down. Last one, and then we'll go the other direction. So up, forward, and down. And then inhale, take the right hand overhead. Exhale, lean to the left. And legs can be together or apart here. It's up to you. So keeping this shoulder open. Last breath here, inhale, exhale, come back to center. And we'll go to the other side. So lift the left arm and lean over to the right. Keeping this shoulder aiming like you want to hit the wall behind you. Inhale, come back to center. From here, we'll raise the arms overhead on an inhale. Exhale, fold forward. You can bend the knees here as much as you need to. Let the neck hang loose. And then inhale, lift halfway. And then bring the hands to rest on the thighs. And we'll do some cat-cow here. So inhale, lift the tailbone, chin and chest. Exhale, round everything under. Inhale, lift the tailbone, chin and chest. Exhale, round everything under. Last one, inhale, lift the tailbone, chin and chest. And exhale, round everything under. Come back to your neutral position, and from here, slowly take the left leg out behind you, coming into a high lunge. So right knee is bent, left leg stretched long behind you, raise the arms overhead. Breathing here, allowing both legs to be strong, so not focusing too much on the front leg or too much on the back leg. Trying to keep strength in both legs. Last inhale here. Exhale, take the hands to the waist. Begin to bend the back leg and slowly lower to the ground. So you can stay here in this 90-90 position, keeping the tailbone tucked, feeling a stretch here. If you want to lower into Anjaneyasana, you may do that. So coming into a low lunge, keeping the legs strong, tailbone tucked, lift the arms. Last inhale. Exhale, lower the hands down to the ground, shift the hips back, straighten the front leg, lift the toes. If you need to walk the foot out in front of you a little more, you can do that. And we're here in half split. Hips are squared in front of you, so making sure one hip isn't flaring out to the side. Breathing. Last inhale. And then make your way back into your 90-90 position. Tuck the toes of the left foot, and we're going to slowly lift our way back up into high lunge. So, legs are strong, and the arms can go overhead if you want. Breathe. Squaring the hips. Straighten the right leg, lower the arms, and come to face the long end of your mat here. Legs are wide. Toes are going to point in a little bit, so a little pigeon-toed here. Hands can be at the waist. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the spine. Exhale, send the hips back and fold forward. Hands can be on your mat or on a block. Let the neck rest. Relax. Lift the belly button in and up here. Last inhale here. Exhale, and then slowly make your way back to standing. Pivot around to face the back end of your mat and come into your high lunge on the left side. So you may need to adjust the legs here a bit. Inhale, raise the arms overhead. Breathe. Strengthen both legs. And inhale, make your way to standing at the back of your mat. Exhale, lower the arms down. And we'll do that again on the other side. So inhale, raise the arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the chest, place the hands on the thighs, bend in the knees, and we'll do our cat-cow again here. So inhale, lift the tailbone, chin, and chest. Exhale, round everything under. Inhale, lift the tailbone, chin, and chest. Exhale, round under. Last one. Inhale, lift, and exhale, round under. Come back to your neutral position. Inhale, and then exhale. Slowly take the right leg long out behind you, finding your high lunge on the left side. So inhale, raise the arms. We'll stay here for a couple of breaths. Last inhale. Exhale, begin to bend the back leg and lower all the way down to the ground. So you can stay in your 90-90 position here, tucking the tailbone under and feeling a stretch. Or you can adjust the right foot a little bit and come into a low lunge. Both are fine. One is not better than the other. So keeping the legs strong. Raise the arms overhead. Breathe. Last inhale. Exhale, place the fingertips on the ground, shift the hips back, straighten the left leg, and then if you need to, you can adjust this left foot a little bit forward. Lengthening the spine, toes of the left foot face the ceiling. Remember, we're trying to keep the hips square here, so pull the left hip back and the right hip forward. Last breath here. And then make your way back into your 90-90 position. Tuck the toes of the right foot. And then with the strength of our legs, lift into low lunge. Can raise the arms. Breathe. Let your breath carry you through the challenge. My legs are always burning in standing poses. Last inhale. And then straighten the left leg. Come to face the long end of your mat again, and we'll forward fold again here. So adjust your feet how you need to, your legs. They should be wider than your hips. Toes will point in just a little bit. Hands at the waist. Inhale, lengthen the spine, lift the chest. Exhale, send the hips back, fold forward. Hands can rest on a block or on the floor. Lift the belly button in and up. I find this creates a little bit more space to help with the fold. Let the neck relax. Last breath here. Inhale, slowly make your way back to standing. From here, we will pivot the toes towards the front end of the mat, lift the back heel, high lunge on the right again. Breathe. Inhale, make your way to stand at the top of your mat. Exhale, lower the arms. Next round, inhale, raise the arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Bend the knees, send the hips back. Put the weight more in the heels of the feet. Lift the chest, raise the arms, chair pose. So you want to be able to see your toes. Your knees should not be going so far forward that you can't see your toes. So let the weight drop into the back of the feet. Knees are pressing together. Inhale. Exhale, come to stand. Take the left foot back again for high lunge. Inhale, raise the arms. Breathe. Last inhale here. Exhale, open up into your warrior two position on the right. So I'm now facing the long end of the mat with my body. I'm bending into the right leg. And the toes of the left foot are facing the long end of the mat. Gaze is over the right hand. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Open yourself up to the long end of the mat. This time the toes are going to be facing out. Bring the hands to prayer position and lower into your goddess pose. Breathe here. Find your point of focus. Last inhale. Exhale, straighten the legs, lower the hands, pivot around to the back end of the mat, pop the right heel up, find your high lunge on the left. Raise the arms. Breathe. Strengthen both legs. Inhale, make your way to stand at the top of your mat. Exhale, lower the arms. Inhale, raise the arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Bend the knees. Raise the arms, finding your chair pose. Breathe. Last inhale. Exhale, step the right leg back, find your high lunge. Hopefully you're challenged, but still able to smile and breathe through it. If not, and you're getting frustrated, come out for a second and go back in. Last inhale here. Exhale, open the arms. Warrior two on the left. Inhale, straighten the left leg, and we'll make our way into goddess pose again. So facing the long end of the mat, toes face out. Hands can be at prayer or on the waist, and lower the hips down. Breathing, smiling. We're getting through this together, even though our legs are burning. Inhale, straighten the legs. Pivot around to the top end of the mat and find your high lunge again on the right. On your next inhale, find your way to the top of the mat. Exhale, lower the hands down. We'll do one last round. Inhale, raise the arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Place the hands on the thighs, bend the knees, and come into your chair pose. So noticing what your tailbone is doing here, you don't want to be too tucked under or too with the tailbone flaring back. So try to find a neutral point here. Last inhale. Exhale, take the left leg back, find your high lunge. Breathing, we're getting through this. Inhale, open up into warrior two. Finding strength in both your legs, so don't let one leg carry all the weight. Really work through both legs here. Inhale, straighten this right leg, lift the right arm up and reach back. Last inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Shimmy around to the long end of your mat again. Toes face out, goddess pose. Breathe. Find your point of focus in front of you. Inhale, straighten the legs, pivot around to the back of the mat, find your low lunge on the left. Strengthen both legs. Last inhale, last exhale. Inhale, make your way to the top of your mat. Exhale, lower the arms. Inhale, raise the arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the chest halfway, bend into the knees, send the hips back, weight into the heels, raise the arms. Chair pose. Last inhale. Exhale, send the right leg out long behind you, high lunge on the left. Last inhale. Exhale, open up into warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg, lift the left arm up and over. Last inhale. Exhale, warrior two. So letting the hips, shoulders square to the long end of the mat. Inhale, straighten the left leg, and we'll find our goddess pose one last time before going into our seated poses. So inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower the hips. Last inhale. Exhale, straighten the legs, pivot around to the top end of the mat, find your high lunge on the right one last time. Inhale, make your way to stand at the top of your mat. Exhale, lower the arms. Take your feet out wider than your hips. Let the toes point out. We're going to slowly drop our hips. Hands can be in prayer. And just slowly, slowly let the hips begin to drop all the way down. Yogi squat. So your toes may be up like this. That's fine. If you need a block to rest your hands on or put underneath the hips, that's also great. No problem. Stay here for just a moment. Let the elbows press into the thighs. Lifting the chest. Last inhale. Exhale, let the hips sink all the way down to the ground. Coming into boat pose. So You may stay in this position and just rock back on the sit bones and lift the toes. Just let them barely touch the floor. So you can stay here and balance, or if you want to lift the shins parallel to the ceiling or straighten the legs. Find your place of challenge and allow yourself to be challenged. When you start getting frustrated, come out of it, take a breath, go back into it. And lower back down. Let the soles of the feet come together. Shake the legs out. And we'll do that 2 more times. So, rock back on your sits bones. Let the toes just lightly dance on the floor like little ballerina toes. Keep the chest, if you're here, keep the chest lifted. So you're really having to like balance here. Like this is not easy. If you want to try lifting the legs, try lifting the legs. Let the arms come out. Or you can try straightening the legs. And lower back down. Bring the soles of the feet together. Shake the legs out. And one last time. So, find your place of challenge. Tippy toes. Chest is lifted. You can also be here like this with your tippy toes. Shins. Or toes to the ceiling. And lower back down, soles of the feet together, and shake the legs out. Come to a simple seated position. We'll do a simple seated twist. So inhale, lift the chest, take the right hand next to the right hip, left hand onto the right thigh. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist to the right. Last inhale here. Exhale, come back to center. We'll do that on the other side. So left hand down on the floor near the left hip. Right hand to the left thigh. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist. So on your inhales, you can find length, and on your exhales, twist. Gaze can be over the left shoulder, or you can keep the neck more neutral if that's better for you. Inhale one last time. Exhale, come back to center. Make your way to lie down. And pull the knees into the chest. Rock from side to side. And then just let the legs fall over to the left. Rest here for a moment. Inhale, come back to center and let the legs fall over to the right. Head can fall to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Make your way into Shavasana, so legs out long, wider than the hips. Let the feet fall out to the sides, arms long out and beside you, palms face up. Try to let yourself let go of any tension you feel. Let the breath slow down and deepen. And then bringing some movement back into the fingers and toes. Bend the knees, place the soles of the feet onto the floor. Hands can go to the belly. Pull the knees into the chest. Roll over onto one side, and then slowly make your way back up to a seated position. Let the hands rest gently on the thighs, close the eyes. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Deep breath in and out. Last time, deep breath in and out. Slowly open the eyes. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you were challenged in a positive way and that you could get through this challenge with a little bit of a smile on your face. All right, thanks. Bye.